frames.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much for podcasts. It's mostly audio is like
Yeah.
the most important thing. I held the mic too close to my mouth last time, actually.
You were eating it, man.
Once we
right up here.
They call it the proximity effect in recording studios. Like most singers and performers do sing with it like right on their lips, and it does sound better a lot of the time. But yesterday or the last recording was the first time that I've actually seen it not sound better.
Really good vocalists will like know mic placement to get certain effects. Like if they're going to be yelling, they can kind of keep it at a similar volume.
Oh,
holding it away.
Yeah, like Bill Burr, he'll like shout like this direction and then talk back and like again. It sounds funny because it sounds like an echo in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I love that when he does that. It's such a funny effect that he does. All right, now we'll get the desktop recording going in case we look at anything on the internet, which I don't think we're going to, but you never know. Start recording. This is a nice program. It's free. Yeah, so I don't want to do the news and weather was a big mistake because that was like 40 minutes of non-comedy. So we're not going to make this mistake again. But I'm just going to briefly talk about the proximity effect now that we're talking about it.
Okay.
So when you put the mic right onto your mouth, it makes it a lot more bassy.
Bass.
And I guess maybe you don't have too much to say about that, but anyway, but it's, it sounds because the reason it sounds good that way sometimes is like if the levels could be turned up more, you're basically turning it up by putting it closer to your mouth, and so it sounds better. But if the level's up enough already, it actually sounds better like at this distance.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Is like adjust the gain for what's comfortable. If you can, like this is a good distance for me. So talking, I'm not.
Yeah, this is probably what it's designed for because this is like a more natural, like response curve of the equalizer. Because when you put it really up to your mouth, it's like kind of more bass than you're actually making. And right here, it's actually like pretty natural sounding. Then farther away, it kind of sounds like distant. Like here, it still sounds close, but not like your mouth is on the person's ear. It's like that's the weirdest thing about like
Let me get your earlobe.
Let me talk into your ear, love. I want to nibble. I want to nibble of your ear, and I'll tell you a secret.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, with voice chat. One last tangent quickly before the comedy starts this time.
We're there.
In Discord voice chat, which is something I've been using for years now, it's so much more awkward and uncomfortable, uneasy. Not easy to have a comfortable conversation that way as it is compared to when you're people in real life. And I realized it's because everybody has headphones on and a microphone. It sounds like everybody's talking in each other's ears. Like when you're in a conversation with people in a room, you can sort of like look at the person you're more interested in what they're saying and hear them better and like kind of tune out another person that's not.
Yeah, there's physical cues. I think everybody reads lips a little bit, like subconsciously.
For sure. But with the voice chat online, when everybody's in the same voice chat, literally, if more than one person is talking at the time, like you can't do it. Like people have to be very careful about one at a time talking, which it's crazy. It's like you got together with your friends and we're all leaning in with your heads touching each other talking. It's like ridiculous.
All right, guys, foreheads in, huddle.
I hate it, dude. I wish there was a better way to do voice checks. It makes it. I feel so self-conscious that way because you're just like directly connected into other people's brains talking to them. It's just like too direct. It's just like very awkward and just difficult. More difficult to have a conversation than in real life, just because more than one person can't talk. And like in real life, you can sort of move because like when you talk in voice chat, everybody has the same volume, but in person, you can like stand closer to the person that you care about what they're saying and farther from the person that maybe you're not interested in what they're saying and stuff like that. And then you can actually have more than one conversation within the same group and not cause problems.
Right.
Which is much nicer. But yeah. So anyway, welcome. We're tired lads today.
Bienvenue. Tired Lad Show. Yeah. Rainy days will do that.
Oh yeah. Bienvenido. My uncle was saying how Will Smith wasn't a good rapper. Do you remember that?
Big Willie style.
Big Willie style. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Well, I was telling him I love the "Welcome to Miami" song though. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Welcome to the where the heat is on all night until the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. I love it. It's so good. And the beginning of it starts. It's fun. But the beginning of the music video, they're like in the north somewhere in like a diner, and it's like winter. It's like blizzard. They're like, it's cold.
I don't even remember it.
They're like, what the hell are we doing here?
But I don't remember it.
They're like, let's go to Miami. They're like, yeah.
That's how it works.
I mean, I was on board for that. If I just had, I had a situation in there in the wintertime, I'd for sure be doing that.
Yeah. That's what my great grandparents did. They had 2 homes, one in Maine and one in Florida. And they're just, it's getting a little too cold. There's too much snow. Let's go warm up at the other home.
Dude, I don't want to. Oh, man. I wish this was funny because I could talk about how bad public transportation is in the United States, but I can't. Because, like, driving, you have to focus for hours at a time. Or, like, on a train, you can just chill, lay back in a bed. Like, in Europe, if you want to go somewhere, you can, like, you don't have to own a car. You don't have to pay insurance. You don't have to pay registration. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to concentrate the whole time you're driving at the risk of, like, hitting somebody or crashing. And even then, if all that's fine to you, the roads are still rougher compared to, like, a smooth train. And you're turning and going over hills. And it's like, man, and like the United States, the whole eastern board is such a metropolitan sprawl. It makes so much sense just to have an efficient train going up and down it. It'd be so nice just to pay like $50 and like lay back on a train and go down to North Carolina or Florida, watch a movie or something. Not have to drive the whole way. Oh, and find hotels and all that. You can just sleep on the train. Oh, it's so simple and it's so easy. And our country could so easily do that. But like the oil industry fucked everything.
Sure did.
Oh, it'd be so nice to travel like that. Oh man, because I went 16-hour drive to North Carolina last year. I'm just like, I don't even want to drive more than 4 hours anymore. It's like I don't want to pay for
down to Texas once, 10
Really?
hours a day for 2.5 days.
Yeah,
It was ridiculous.
yeah. It'd be sweet to have like a little plane, or just a train would be fine, like a 100-mile-an-hour train. Anyway, there was. So first comedy thing I thought of was, have you ever heard of the blue-footed booby?
Yes, it's a bird.
Can you imagine a booby with blue feet? That's gross. What?
That's gross. On to the next.
Yes, exactly. You're on my brain perfectly. What about the titmouse?
There's a lot of funny named birds.
This is where I was going with that because I remember seeing this infographic years ago about how like it's sort of like this inside joke with all like the bird watchers and namers that they just name them all like boob names.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of birds that all are named after boobs in one way or another. And if you look,
true story.
And it reminds me of the other meme that's been going around about the like convergent crab evolution. You've seen that one too?
Yeah.
Like everything evolves into crab form. It's like a great evolution design, because like all these different species like naturally. And I was telling my friends, I'm like, we're almost, if you think about us divided in the middle with our legs apart, we're almost crab-like too, in a way.
Crab people.
Me money, SpongeBob. Me money. Yeah, so that was good. Oh shit, we're not gonna be able to start out with cheek bumps today, though.
No,
we're tired lads today. But
no pumping of the cheeks.
I did do a few the other day, so
there you go.
Got to build up to it. Oh yeah, Joe Dad.
Joe Dad.
Joe Dad.
Character. The guy always has stories. It's crazy, and he's like, I get upset with him because he doesn't realize like he's causing a lot of his own problems. He's still paying for his daughter. His son finally went out on his own, but his daughter's still living in a house that he's paying for. His ex-wife, the kid's mother, is still staying there. She was only supposed to stay there for like 6 months. 4 years later, he's still paying for another mouth living in the home, and they just like trash the place. And he's just like, he's always got a story about someone doing something.
What are his story? What's a good? Do you have any stories that he tells?
It's a good story that he tells me. I don't know. It just comes at me rapid fire. It'll be
I
like
know.
5 stories in one. His current girlfriend that he more or less lives with. He doesn't even stay in this house that he's paying for.
Mm-hmm.
He used to.
Mm-hmm.
She always makes honey-do lists,
Mm-hmm.
and she she went from like full-time, I think nursing or something, like down to part-time. So she only works like 2 days a week. She's really well off enough that she could retire, but doesn't want to, and like makes in her off time a bunch of projects for Joe to do. So he's working 2 jobs. He's, trying to take care of 2 households, more or less.
Jeez, how'd Joe Dad get wrapped up in all this?
He just makes poor decisions.
Yeah, he doesn't think, does he?
No, he
Doesn't think it through.
can't own a firearm in this state, except for a muzzle loader, because of not thinking things through.
How come? What happened to him?
Okay, so I don't know if this story is legitimate, but he says that he had so many like DUIs or something that they had to revoke his license down there, and for some reason that affected him being able to get a rifle because he doesn't have like a valid license for them to run.
Oh, yeah. You know what that reminds me of? When it's crazy, like when your license expires, you can't buy alcohol, but it's like you didn't change ages.
No.
And your age is still correct.
Right.
On the license.
Doesn't matter. Gotta have the ID.
No, I know you need to have it, but like the fact that the ID expires, it's like you're no longer a person when that happens. In terms of alcohol and guns and whatever, I guess.
You don't exist anymore.
Pretty much. It's like
you can't have the fun things. No existence for you.
Yeah. I remember going to a bunch of different bars with my expired ID, and they all checked it and wouldn't give me a drink. I was like fiending so bad in college one year. And I was just like, what the hell? I'm still 21. This is so stupid. What does my expired license have anything to do with my age? I'm still as old as I am.
This is true.
It's so dumb. Okay. My next idea was paper planes, but I think I'm too tired for that today.
How good are you with the paper planes?
I'm pretty good. We could show off our designs one day and fly them in the next room.
All right.
Maybe next time with painting.
That'd be fun.
Painting and paper planes. Yeah, because I know some good designs. I've learned a really good design. Like, I know the first design that everybody learns, but then I learned a second design where you kind of fold it in half, that design in half, so it's not as long, and it works way better. It, like, glides good.
Nice.
And then there's the ultimate design that won the record, which is just a rectangle. You fold, like, a 1-inch piece of the paper back and back over and over and over and over until it's, like, really thick, and it acts as like the front of the wing that's thicker than the rest of the square wing. And it gives it lift. But yeah, it's the best. It's kind of like the least stable. I don't make them that often because the way they get the record for the longest flight time is they'll throw it straight up in the air and it'll glide down in circles. And then they'll get records for the longest paper airplane flight. And that's it.
Oh, that's annoying. What do they have, distances or lengths?
Maybe. I would be more interested in that if they did.
Yeah, length is the impressive one.
When I went to RPI, they had a pretty big skyscraper on campus. I forget how many stories, 7, 8, 9 stories. It was pretty tall. And I remember back in my lad days, I would explore around. Oh, I just remember another story from that building. I would go up to the top of the building, and sometimes they would leave the roof unlocked, which I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to be up there.
No.
But I would go up there with like a stack of paper, and I would just make paper airplanes and throw them off the top of the building, and some of them would go so far. It was so satisfying.
Nice.
It was one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Just being illegally on like a 10-story building, just making paper airplanes and just watching them sail across campus.
Nice.
It was really fun. And the other story I remembered about that building is one time back before my knee and ankle injuries. Man, it was so awesome being in such good shape back then. One time, I remember because since I was always going up to the top floor to go to the check if it was unlocked to throw planes off the top. Sometimes there'd be like people going up and down the elevator, and I remember one time I raced people, like I saw them getting in at the top, going to the bottom floor, and I made it to the bottom on the stairs before the elevator made it down.
Nice.
Because it was one of those stairways where it's like 4 sets, one for each wall per floor. And so the stairs were divided into like only like 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever.
Okay.
And so I was just jumping each quarter all the way down to the bottom. I forget if it was that or if I beat them up. I doubt I beat them up.
Yeah, that seems.
I'm pretty sure I
You'd
did.
be better off just
Yeah.
running straight up
I don't-
instead of
okay,
trying to
which one
leap
was
up.
I feel like I beat them down, but me and Jeff Nisley used to have competitions in high school to see who could jump up the most amount of stairs. We would like get a running start and see how many we could jump up.
Mm.
He won.
Did anybody get hurt?
No,
It
he was.
seems like you guys would get hurt.
No, he didn't get hurt. I used to be able to
I
like.
could just see somebody losing a little bit of balance and going backwards and just. Bah, 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 bah.
I forget what my record was. Probably like 6 or 7, but Jeff always did 1 or 2 more than me because he was taller.
Mm.
I remember his family voted for independence candidates back then. I was like thinking back then, like, oh man, you guys are just wasting your vote or whatever, because it's like 1% of the population votes for the
Yeah, they'll
independents.
never win.
But now these days, I'm like, actually, I agree with them. Like that is like the most logical choice, even if it's pretty much never going to happen. It's still pretty much the best choice. Like
Yeah.
most of the time. So
Yeah. I mean, if you just do what you think is best, and then you can kind of leave it at that. You're like, well, I did my due diligence. I chose who I chose, and if they are not the majority, then I'll vote the same next year or whatever, 2 years, 4 years.
yeah, my friend. So Joe Dad reminds me of my friend Joe Lamson. Because
I remember Joe Lamson.
He would tell stories like nonstop. Like I was riding my snowmobile down the airstrip, I was going 100 miles an hour, and I turned it, and it flipped, and it rolled like 6 times. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, Joe. There's just constantly stuff like that.
Yeah. He was a fabricator of stories for sure. Joe's actually are like believable. It's nothing too outrageous.
Yeah, they're always right on the line. You're like,
Yeah.
Like I kind of believe him because I was young enough at the time, and I wasn't smart enough to like be skeptical. My YouTube algorithm has been changing a lot recently. It seems like I think maybe they finally started using the new AIs in it. It's like I'm getting all sorts of recommendations. I've never had anything like them before, but they're all good.
Yeah, same. I've been really into phone repair recently, and there's this guy. It's like Jai Phone or J Phone. I'm not sure. He's an Eastern man, and he gets people to send in whatever crazy ideas they have. He does like fakes too.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make like the newer iPhones. The Pros have like the 3 cameras, but he'll take like the regular iPhone with 2 and get the backing that has the housing for the 3, so it looks like it. It's pretty neat.
Nice.
And then there's people that pay a ton of money for like actual gold bodies and backs, but it's very interesting peeling back all the layers of a cell phone and how many screwdrivers and tiny screws there are.
Yeah.
Not for the faint of heart, I'd say.
No. I used to do some small microelectronic repair back in the day. But the new phone stuff is like kind of a nightmare. It's like glue. You need like to pry it apart with guitar picks. It's like kind of a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, I clicked on like one video. Dude, all my YouTube thumbnails are like hot girls cutting lumber now.
That's your thing?
I click on one video where there's like an attractive girl doing with a chainsaw.
Would that be a lumberjane?
Yes,
Lumberjanes?
actually, my uncle reminded me of them because back when there was Rosie the Riveter, there was also lumberjanes, Jills.
Oh, was it Jills?
Yeah, because all the men were at war.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna see what's on my YouTube front page so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if it's still. I got cute animals cuddling with each other and girls doing like chainsawing and like working on cars and like instruments is like what I got now. See, here's like, I mean, she's not. They haven't fully learned.
An otter, or is that just a wiener dog?
That's a wiener dog. But see, here's like a relatively attractive girl just scything grass. Like I never would have had that recommendation before today. But I click one video and now it's like, oh, it's very male mind. It's like hot rods, girls cutting lumber, and like cute animals and battleships. Like I have the most male mind of all times. Like here's how you build a Ford V8. Here's the battleship Iowa from 1942, and here's a hot Asian cutting the lawn and trimming trees. And then here's some bluegrass and an alligator. My algorithm's getting out of control. It's not showing as many hot girls doing outdoor stuff as it was like a couple hours ago, but I don't know, dude. The algorithm's getting out of control.
I think the algorithm believes you wear mossy oak. Joe Dad does.
What was the one? There is this video. There's like, oh, here it is. A duckling jumps into the basket to sleep with Kitten Loki.
Aww.
Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life?
Multiple forms of fluff happening.
YouTube gives me like 5 to 6 like softcore porn videos, which I've never seen on YouTube before. Maybe it's a new thing they're allowing, which is kind of cool because they were too PC for a while. And I think their female president got fired or quit, and then they have a male president now. So I think they're rolling back to PC a little bit, is my theory, because I've never seen so much softcore porn on YouTube before.
This is not it, correct?
This is not it. But like, I got a bunch of softcore porn.
Very soft, though.
I got a bunch of basically essentially softcore porn, and then like cute kitties and ducks, like, and then like building car V8s. Fuck. Anyway, that's pretty funny. So, yeah.
I'm into paranormal stuff. I like Nuke's Top 5. That's a good one.
Oh, I watched a bunch of the Egypt videos. The stone cutting and moving ones.
Oh yeah.
I'm super into those.
History Channel reruns.
Because they have like drill holes and circular saw cuts in like 30-meter deep stones.
Oh yeah, they were smarter than we'll ever know.
And so it's like, it's not crazy to me that they would have like drill and circular saw technology. But what's crazy to me is like, how did they power it? How are you powering a 30-foot circular saw?
Batteries.
Yeah.
You know that they found ancient stuff implying that batteries were invented back then. They had different urns with like...
Yeah. Those basic pot batteries have been around for quite a while. Like Voltaire was one of the original, he made like battery piles. Yeah, they had weak batteries, but not like lithium ion that could run your saw all day. But yeah, no, they, you know, even if they're weak batteries, man, you store up a freaking ton of them, you know, and you can do some work with them. The other thing I was thinking is if you just wrapped like a mile-long rope around the 30-foot circular saw and just had a million people pulling it. I mean, theoretically, that would I'm sure they didn't do that. It'd be like way too impractical. It could work. But they had some kind of power source, I think. Maybe just the river, like water wheels or something. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. They had some.
Telling, not knowing.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. A succulent Chinese meal.
Succulent?
Have you seen that video?
No.
You haven't seen that video?
Is it implying like the plant or like the actual meal?
You must have seen it. It's a guy getting arrested for dining and dashing.
No.
It's one of the funniest videos ever. Get your hands off my penis! That's what he does. Watch this. It's so funny. That's what he says. I can't believe you never
no prior information. Just get your hands off my penis.
Well, they're like, the police are like forcing him to the car. Oh my god.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak. Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Why did you do that?
Oh, it's just some random guy.
He's so like well-spoken though.
A succulent Chinese meal. Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one.
This is real life.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hand off there. Ta-ta and farewell.
Ta-ta and farewell.
Legend.
One tough look.
He just goes around eating at restaurants in Australia. This was like 30 years ago, and just not paying for them. And so finally, they're like arresting him one day. And he's got such an amazing what quality to his voice. It sounds so like official the way he talks.
Mm-hmm.
That like I feel like that part of his that part of his voice that he can sound so official is sort of like intimidating the police to like not be so.
This man sounds like he could get us in trouble.
Yeah.
With a lawyer.
It's amazing what you can do just by sounding like that. You know, just by sounding a certain way. But yeah, he sounds super official, dude. He's so good at talking. He should do. I wonder if he does like some kind of talking job would be good for him. You'd think. Like
Yeah,
announcer, radio host, or anything.
Yeah,
All
maybe books on
audiobooks. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He's great voice. Great speaking voice. Even for memes, people can just hire him for memes. Like, please say this sentence for my meme. Like,
just dated myself so much. Books on tape. That's not what it is. It's audiobooks.
Yeah, and
nobody uses tapes.
Yeah, and you said we were on the air in one of the first episodes. It happens to all of us. Like, you know, like review the footage, review the tape. Like my uncle or my friend on the road gave me a CD, but he called it a tape. He's like, I got a tape for you. Because that's what they had during his time.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have this video? I wonder what this is.
What's this then?
What's this then?
Hello.
What's all this then?
What we got here?
It's us! It's us! Hey! Gamagoosh! Why did I base that? Okay. So you know the show Hardcore Pawn?
Yes.
It sounds like a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Of somebody talking about something else.
It certainly does.
I don't know about you. That's
Hardcore
Pawn. Fuck, I can't do that. I'm trying to sound like Boston. It sounds like Boston almost.
Yeah, for sure.
Hardcore Pawn. In the car.
Pawn. In the car.
With some water.
Pack the can to have it yet.
Yep. And then also, if somebody says whittle, like you're whittling a stick,
yeah,
it sounds like they're trying to. It almost sounds like they're trying to say little, but they have a speech impediment.
Whittle. You make the stick small.
I have a whittle stick here.
Yeah, whittle.
There's a whittle stick. Oh yes, it is very small. Are you feeling all right today, James? Oh, what was the other one I used to be good at? The other speech impediment I used to be good at was
teeth whistling. Can you do that?
No.
People that with their S's. Say there, Sonny.
It's very hard. Dang, too bad you can't remember any more Jodad stories. So he's only brought one deer just to work?
No, that's happened like 3 times.
3 deers?
Yeah, at least.
Does he eat them?
Uh-huh.
And he mounts the heads?
Mm-hmm. I tried bear because of that gentleman. I definitely nuked the crap out of it in the microwave because I don't trust his cooking skills. Oh, that's the other thing, is this dude has a cast iron stomach. He puts his lunch in the refrigerator with, like, shit samples. He just does not care. Like, dude, you can't. Like, not only is that very unsanitary and unhealthy for you, but, like, Also, like, if the state came down and saw that, they'd be like, no.
Oh, you're not allowed to eat bears?
No, you can eat bear. That's
Oh,
fine.
the shit in the bear in the fridge.
No, yeah,
That's
the
the no.
fridge, yeah, personal food for consumption in with the sample holding area is no bueno.
I don't even, when I used to pack lunch to work, I wouldn't even put it in the fridge because it's like, I'm going to be warming this up in 3 hours. Why am I making it even colder before I do that? It's not going to go bad in 2 hours from now.
Right? Yeah, there's some days where I eat an early lunch and I'm like, well, I didn't really need the ice pack today, did I?
Yeah, and I used to like celebrate my. You remember there was this Jim Carrey movie where he was a bachelor, and in the beginning he's pouring milk into his cereal. It's like typical like bachelor, like total, like devastated, just like unkept to the max, just
Mm-hmm.
like uncaring about everything because you're just like a brutish man living by himself or whatever.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't give a fuck about anything, I guess, or whatever. Just typical man stuff. Then like when you get a woman and moved in, it's like things start to get cleaner and organized and stuff. But like he's pouring milk into his thing, max bachelor size, and there's like lumps coming out,
Gross.
and then he eats the cereal anyway. I'm pretty sure that's a Jim Carrey movie, but
Yeah.
it reminds me of the time because in my apartment, my last apartment, I was basically pretty feral like that. Like I was living in like pretty, it wasn't quite trashed. It was like like my kitchen was borderline trashed. There was just stuff piled on all the tables all the time that I never cleaned off. And I would find, so the background to this is like people refrigerating, like my dad will like put things in Tupperware and refrigerate them like an hour after they've been cooked.
Oh yeah, I do them like immediately so I don't forget.
See, I don't do this. See, when I cook something, I know that it's going to be good without refrigeration for at least 2 or 3 days, and then I'll most likely eat it within that time. And then,
2 or 3 days out
oh
of
yeah,
refrigeration.
I've seen stuff for a week that hasn't gone bad. I've seen stuff for multiple weeks that hasn't gone bad. So here's where my story goes. So one time
what kind of food are you talking about?
so it's like the environment. The black beans, pizza, cooked pizza, like different environments are different. So like some places in the world, depending on the humidity and the temperature and like the pathogens that may be in the air or the biology in the air there. Like some places you can really just leave food out and it just doesn't go bad for like weeks. And other places it'll go bad in like a day or two. If it's like really humid
I
and,
wouldn't risk it.
and warm. Well, it's not like a big risk. It's like you can see the mold if it's moldy.
Yeah, but there's things going on a microbiological level that you're unaware of.
I don't know. I feel like people are too. Maybe it's just me. I feel like maybe I'm a bit brutish, and because like it's never been a problem to me, and people just seem like because what happens is like he takes it out of the thing, puts it in Tupperware, puts it in the fridge, and to take it out of the fridge, warm it back up, and clean the Tupperware. Whereas me, I just leave it out. I just eat it out of the thing that was made out of the day before. Now you don't have to clean Tupperware. Now you don't have to warm it back up out of the fridge. It's already warmer. You're saving energy, saving Tupperware cleaning, saving dish cleaning. It's like people think stuff will go bad if you don't put it in the fridge like in an hour. It's like, dude, relax. It's like, I don't know. That's a pet peeve of mine, I guess. Because anyway, so this is all leading up to like one time I was like, even though generally living in a disordered, extremely messy apartment state is like less efficient than being organized, there are times where actually it's more efficient. And like,
Yeah, depending on how you look at it, for sure. Yeah, I could see not having more dishes to do being a plus.
yeah. I mean, one time in particular, that was the funniest thing. I was like laughing pretty hard one time because like I was finally digging through the rubble on one of my kitchen tables to like clear it off a little bit, and I found like this dried out slice of pizza that I don't know how long it had been there, probably weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked at it, and there was no mold on it, and I just ate it.
You did get sick.
It's fine. There's nothing. That's what I do. I
I've
look
heard
at.
of horror stories of people dying because there's like this thing about carbohydrates, specifically noodles. Like
Oh,
if you eat them the next day after not refrigerating them, there's like this certain
really?
yeah.
I don't know if I did
recording
a
on
whole.
my phone, but
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how much I did with noodles, but I was just like laughing because it was like a pleasant surprise because it was like food I didn't know I had, and so I just like ate it, and then I started laughing because I was like,
Premium. Yeah.
anywhere else this would never have happened. but because of my laziness, I got like extra good food that I never. It's hard to explain, but like it worked out. There's been a number of times where it worked out better for me like that, and like I was laughing because it was so funny, just because like it worked out better for me being like a degenerate lazy person. A few times it saved me a bunch of effort
Yeah.
in like hilarious ways.
Feel
It's
like
hard to
you're
explain.
putting it to the man or something.
I did. I was like, hell yeah. Laziness unite. That's how you do it. No refrigeration, no cleaning. I don't need any of that. All I do is I look at it. If there's no mold on it and it doesn't smell bad, I eat it and it's fine. I've never had a problem. I've never had a problem eating anything that didn't visually have mold and didn't smell bad. I've never had any problems. But
I mean, your nose is a good indicator.
it is. Yeah.
I don't know that I trust mine to that level. That's just not who I am either, though. I'm like mildly OCD.
Yeah, no, you've got that good quality. Mine.
It's not the best quality. It's kind of a blessing and a curse. Yes, things
Yeah.
are, clean and organized, but it's also tweaks you out when they're not.
Oh, like another thing is like my dad, or like washing a dish right after you're done using it and then putting it away. I'll use the same plate all day for like 3 or 4 meals. And it's like, whatever I ate last on it was good and I liked it. Whatever I'm going to put next on it's going to be good. There's not going to be any bad flavors left over. Once in a while, you'll have like meals that mismatch where you do want to like rinse it off. But like 95% of the time, it's like you're saving so much plate washing. Just use the same plate all day. I'll even use it for 2 days sometimes. Like if it's not that dirty, it's just like crumbs and stuff on it. Like whatever. I'm not washing dishes over and over. Just they're not like there's nothing wrong with them. But that's just me. I guess I'm so like I don't know. I've really bit of rambling mood today, but I was like big into camping for like the last few years. And when you get used to like living in the wild, like your minimums get way turned down. Where it's like all you really it's like, you don't some of that stuff just seems like overkill where it's like a lot of it's not necessary once you're living the camping life.
Mm-hmm.
You realize how much is unnecessary in the civilized life to do. But anywho,
Very deep of you. Yeah.
none of that was funny. Except for me eating dirty things and finding weeks old pizza and being proud of it. You're like, hell yeah.
Huzzah! Well, Joe Lamson was super lazy. I remember that.
Was
That's why his yeah. I remember one time he was pushing himself around on rollerblades in his house because he had all hardwood floors. Yeah. He didn't have. I don't think he had clearance through his doorway for his computer chair, so that's why he did that, so he could maintain wheelie
wheel
momentum.
status.
Yeah, wheel status.
I want those. Remember those wheelie shoes, the Heelys?
Oh yeah.
I thought those were the coolest thing ever. Remember Chris Chico just sailing down the hallway? I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I thought they were a little gimmicky. I did go for the soap shoes, though. Do you remember those?
Oh, yeah. Dude, Ryan
I had a pair of
Johnson.
soaps.
Oh, we'll have to go into Ryan Johnson someday. I was going to write a video essay on him. I'll write him down. He is such a character.
Hello, characters.
He was a pro soap shoer. Yeah. He's also a martial arts master.
Oh,
and a relationship guru.
Dude, that is pro soaps is also a relationship guru.
This is not even a dent in his accolades.
I'm mind blown by this.
Dude, this guy blows my mind. We're gonna have to definitely go into him deeper next episode. He's what I call a living meme. He's one of those guys who's kind of like Andy Kaufman, where it's like you can't tell if he's joking or if he's playing a character or not. He's either so good at it or that's who he is, that it makes it like even funnier and more fun.
Nice.
Like you can't tell.
Yeah.
But he wrote these books and the Amazon reviews are all like, he changed my life. Thank God I found Ryan Johnson. If it wasn't for him, like. And it's like, wow. Dude, all right, let me show you some of his. And then it's like, so I finally bought one. I sent it to my friend as a joke. And he read it and they sent it to me and I tried reading it and I got through seriously the first 4 pages and I was laughing so hard I couldn't continue. And it wasn't like a comedy book. he was like being serious. Threesome Mastery? Is that a new book by his? Threesome Mastery, the art and science of seducing two women at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
How to pick up women, how to pick up hot women. And I'm telling you, dude, this guy, like, so the book that I bought, Unlimited Wealth, The Ultimate Guide to Picking Up Girls with a Wingman, 10 Steps to Success. I think this might be the one I bought from my friend. Here's the list of accolades. Okay. Pro skater, legendary soap shoes icon, master pickup artist, gangsta rapper. He has a song on YouTube where he's asking people to mail him ecstasy, and he calls them Motorola's. The video is called like Poppin' Motorola's. This guy is insane. Executive producer, director, best-selling author, tattoo artist, black belt, martial arts master, YouTube sensation, and world-renowned lifestyle, dating, relationship, and self-help guru. The virtuoso himself, Ryan Johnson. Anyway, so like the first like 4 or 5 pages, he's like, you have to get into this mindset where you're gonna do this, and it's like we're not going back. And if you agree to read beyond this point, you have to sign this page. And like he's like but it's like full of spelling errors. It's like full of spelling errors.
And so he just published it himself, I'm guessing.
And made a lot of money. Like, who writes a book and doesn't spell check it and makes a ton of money and then writes 10 more books? And so, like, this guy, dude, it's like insane. He's like, he's like, I don't know if he's a joke. I don't know if he's real, but if he's real, he's like relatively low intelligence, but super hard, like 99% grind, like all day, every day. So, like, he's like, I don't care if I have an IQ of like 90 and my books are full of spelling errors. I'm putting in the work. I'm writing books every day. I'm making money. So it's almost like painful to me where it's like you feel like you could do better because like you see what he puts out. And it's like, but I'm not doing the work and he's doing the work.
All right.
So it's like, fuck. You know what I mean? I had that. It must be in this house somewhere. That book, man. Oh my God. It's so funny. And then there's videos of him with Ethan from H3H3.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos ever is picking up girls in Whole Foods. He brings Ethan with like an earpiece and he's like trying to get him to approach women and he's like telling him what to say in his ear. He's like, oh, hey, like you're looking beautiful today or like something. Ethan was just like totally too nervous and was like panicking. Like I would too in the same situation. Such a funny video, dude. In the beginning, he's chasing him with like a long leather jacket and soap shoes on. And Ethan can't like get away because he's like too fast with his soap shoes. Dude, he's the best. I'll just play the intro to that one. We're definitely, I wrote it down. Dude, if I can't find the book, I'm going to buy another one. But like this guy, I did a deep dive on him. I used to have like a bunch of files I saved of like ridiculous like GIFs and things he's written that were just like insane Twitter posts and stuff that are just so funny. But
what's that cat nibbling?
Kitten eating sausage with Doom music.
Oh.
This just started today. I've never had anything like this. But then I watched cute ducklings with a cat and now I'm getting like it's nice because a year or two ago I was really getting tired of YouTube. I was starting to not want to be addicted to it because like all the suggestions were so bad, but man, they got on a new algorithm now. Mm-hmm. So it's like Whole Foods, picking up girls at Whole Foods. And I highly recommend watching the whole video. Sometimes it's one of my favorite. But just the beginning, we can watch the beginning skit. There's the man, Johns, dude. He's a legend. Picking up strippers at Whole Foods, picking up women at Whole Foods. It's the same video.
What up, guys? It's Ethan and Ela out here in Las Vegas, just chilling, shooting a vlog in this beautiful park.
What? H3H3?
That fucking Ryan Johnson missed me.
Really, dude? Seriously?
Whoa!
Stop, stop. Stop, dude. I can't outrun you, dude.
Hey,
You got the soaps on, you're gliding around. I can't fucking outrun you,
why are
dude.
you talking shit, man?
Dude, you see those spike things on his arms? You
Mm.
know what I realized that the other day? When you're blocking in boxing and fighting, you either block like this or like this. Usually those are the two standard ones. And if somebody punches you like that, they're kind of screwed with those spikes.
Hmm.
I think maybe that's what they're for. I just realized that the other day.
Could be.
Like Chun-Li had those in Street Fighter, but she just had the single ring of spikes.
Speaking of the algorithm and Street Fighter, I've been seeing a lot of Mortal Kombat just randomly pop up on my feed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's like it goes through all the games, and it's like the different brutalities and fatalities over the years and stuff. And I was like, this is not something I would normally watch, but I'm intrigued, and I
Yep.
definitely logged in a couple hours now watching just
Of just Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, like the stories. Like,
It's crazy how the algorithm knows what you want more than you. You're like, I didn't know I needed this.
Yeah, we are sheeple now. This is what you like.
It did.
You're right, I do.
Well, it's just like there's all these associations, like, oh, you like this and this and this, so we know you're gonna like this. And it sent me a bunch of sounds today, just like cool noises that people had recorded, which I've never had recommendations like that before. Oh, old lady farts and falls into garage.
Play it.
It's not that good, but
Aww. Mama. Aww. Baby's mama.
Oh, another one. Worth it. Yeah, alright. I love it.
I just want to play one cool sound that I got sent today. So there was a few cool sounds. Live static from transmission lines, Star Wars blaster effect. C major U phone was really cool. Was that all of them? Oh no, the dying Homer Simpson beer opener. Oh, yeah, here's all the hot girl videos that it was just suggesting me today that I just never had before. There's the lumber cutting girls. There's like a skateboarding girl. A guy just got back into skateboarding for the first time after 10 years. Uh-oh.
Fumble.
But yeah, so let's see. I guess I guess it's just the burning the guitar wire on a piezo mic was the coolest one. Where did that go? Here it is. So you know what a piezo mic is, right?
Yeah. Well, that's actually pretty pleasant, and I did not think it would sound like that.
Me neither.
Almost sounds like a medicine ball.
Yeah, it does at the end. And when he's first heating it up, it sounds like water coming up to a boil, which makes sense because the solid wire is becoming non-solid. So it's, in a sense, sort of boiling on its way to boiling in a way. But then when it's cooling down, when it's solidifying, you can hear when the metal goes from like malleable to crystalline again, because metal is actually crystalline. Because it makes like almost like an endless hall of ringing sound.
Yeah.
The second,
that's what's happening.
Yeah. So the second
I can definitely hear that.
Yeah, the second it. See, it sounded like a hallway ringing.
Yeah.
But right before that, it didn't because it wasn't solid yet. Wait, see. There's the boiling.
Oh wow! Right there, just
It just turns solid. It just solidifies.
Nice.
It's almost like ice when you tick, the rocks on the ice and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway. Okay, that's pretty good. We didn't have too many accents today. We had some funny joking
No, my
accents.
pants are clean.
Oh.
Oh, dad joke. Maybe one day you'll deal with it. I pray that you don't.
We had some funny accents when we were setting up, but what were we doing? We were looking for the lost leg.
Oh yeah, the leg got lost on the pot of tries.
Leg's got to be around here somewhere.
We see somewhere.
Maybe it's not actually.
It's not as if the leg got up and walked away. Or did it? That's what legs do.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the door cup? Where's the handle?
Oh, I dropped my cookware all the time, so the handle broke off recently. But I love this. This is Los Amigos Friends, a Dora the Explorer.
Your boots?
I got this at a thrift store right before my first Bluegrass Festival, and I brought it to the Bluegrass Festival and had a good time there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Alright then, well, I guess it's going to be a bit of a shorter episode today.
That's alright. We tired, lads.
Tired lads, we need to go home and have a rest.
Yes.
Yes.
But we did it.
We did it.
We did the thing.
I didn't want
for the
to.
peoples.
I wanted to keep lying in bed.
I did too. I had to drink more coffee
But
because of my interrupted 15-minute nap.
But you know what the Rapper of Wisdom says? It takes grinding to be a king.
It does.
It takes grinding to be a king. What song is that? Isn't it Mike Jones? One and only, you can't clone me.
Mike Jones.
Who? Mike Jones? Shine Slab with the Grilling Woman? Shine Slab with the Grilling Woman? Yeah, take grind to be a king, man. So that's why you gotta get up, and even when you don't want to, you gotta get that weekly episode out.
You know, we're also coming up on middle age, so it's like, you want to spend more time awake, I feel, recently. No?
When I'm tired, when I need rest, I want to be resting.
Oh,
Because then when you're awake, you feel great. Who cares about being awake if you don't feel great?
that's true.
Let's just finish off by going to Cool Text, which is my favorite logo generator.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll put our email address on the screen. And if you've got any funny accents, any funny tattoos, anything funny in general, please send it.
Drop it in there.
If you've got any,
Take a look there, feller.
got
Hey, what?
any questions, if you need dating advice, which I'm not good at, but Aaron maybe could be, I'm not sure.
I'm spoken for. I don't play that.
Yeah, but you can give dating advice, right? Or relationship advice, I mean.
Yeah. I could tell you what red flags are. I could tell you
Yeah.
what not to do. I'm not sure of what to do.
None of these fonts are very easy to read. People write in with your what you want us, if you want us to read some questions on air. That's not the email. It's good morning, lads.
Not with a U. We're not warning anybody.
On.me. So
Proton.me.
you
Good morning, lads.
send us an email if you like, all 9 of you.
Up to 9 now. All right.
Well, I think it's like 5 subs, but our last video got like 20 something views, so right in the middle there is about 9.
So each person watched it 4 times.
Yes. No, a bunch of people watched it that weren't subscribed.
Ah. Breaking our way into the algorithm. Yeah. Hadouken. That's something I did recently too. Because I spent a ridiculous amount of time trying to find good video game text alert tones and ringtones.
Oh.
I have Mario
Nice.
as my ringtone, and I have Toasty from Mortal Kombat as my text alert.
Toasty!
Toasty!
Dude, that used to confuse the hell out of me. When I was a little kid, I was like 12 years old, and Mortal Kombat, the original, just first came out as an arcade game.
Yeah, the little dude that just popped out for no reason. You didn't even know what he said. You had to hear it a bunch of times.
I would watch the kids or whatever play the game because like I didn't have money and I wasn't good. I prefer watching people that are actually good at the game compared to me just struggling. So I just sit behind the arcade, watch people play it. And they'd just be like, Dusty! And I'd be like, what is going on? What is happening in this game? There was nothing. It was quite, man, there was really nothing like it at the time when that game came out. It was like a big thing.
Yes, look at all those. That's
12 views, 29 views, 10. Oh, that was just a clip. I need to do more. There's a few of them that have multiple good like minute clips that are really funny we could cut out.
that slow-mo on the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was
That was
dying.
so good. I didn't even realize it had happened. It was so funny. I'm
love
so used to like having fun with my burps or whatever. I just do all different like I don't even know what I do with them. I just like make funny sounds and like blow them funny shapes or whatever.
I usually do vowels. O is my go-to.
Oh, what's the one I do all the time? It's like, oh crap, I can't remember. It's so funny. Crap, there's a really funny burp I do all the time. I turn it into, there's like a common phrase that it sounds like that I turn it into. But anywho, our best one so far was episode 2 with 39 views.
39. That's a good number.
6 subscribers. I think that's up one more since last week.
Oh,
It's growing a lot faster than my Tribes channel. But yeah, so
it's the logo. I'm pretty sure it's everybody likes a good pirate map.
mm-hmm. Your landlubber.
Yeah. Yep. Landlubber. We are, aren't we? We're in a landlocked state. We got rivers, but we don't have no ocean. The irony.
Crap, I can't remember that funny burp thing. Oh well, next time, maybe. I'll write it down, maybe I'll feel like I can remember it next time.
Start recording yourself throughout the day whenever you feel gassy. It'll come about.
Thanks for stopping by, mate.
Oh yeah, as always. Good
All right.
times to be had. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for stopping by.
We've got to go see a man about a dirigible jibble. A dirigible.
Did you ever watch any anime?
Just really weird stuff. Like there for a while on Adult Swim, they had like fake anime.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I like the funny stuff.
Did you ever learn any like Japanese from the subtitles watching anime a little bit?
No.
There's this show called Bleach. It's my favorite anime.
I've heard of it.
And oh, dude, the art! I could go on about this forever, but because I'm so into it. But the art style is insanely good. Like the amount of detail in the drawing.
I still have those canvases in the car.
Yeah, I know. We'll do it. No, today wasn't the best day again, but
no.
I'll try to get my shit together.
We will be painting at some point.
Yeah, but I just learned a lot of people, it's fun to learn. I learned a little, when you watch enough Japanese anime subtitles, you start to pick up on words here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to know, so, that's a swear. That's like fuck. So.
Oh, nice.
So. That's it. And then, when things end in dio, nundio, anything like nundai, dio, that's question. So that's what I learned. So
nice.
Yeah.
Feel informed now. Feel cultured. I'm gonna go have some sushi.
Oh, then. Thanks for stopping by, mate.
Oh yeah.
Try not to run into any dirigibles on the way home.
Dirigibles.
That's when you blow them up with hydrogen and you fly them home.
You get a funny little voice.
All right, that's good.